So, hi, YouTube. Sorry about the washing machine in the background. The light out there is appalling. Will you just shut up? Honestly. Anyway, it's Friday, so the first thing you need to do is get yourself a beer. This is really nice. Oh, God. When you was a kid, did you ever have a sweet called cherry drops? If you live in the UK, you'll know what I'm talking about. And they got like a little bit of sherbet in the middle. This tastes like this. It's identical. It's really nice. It's my singular beer for today. Anyway, it's been a while. The reason why it's been a while is because life's a little bit of a clusterfuck right now, isn't it? Anyone else? Anyone else notice that everyone else around you has lost this ability to critically think? Because last time I looked, to have natural immunity from something caused by having it in the past. Apparently that's not a buzzword anymore, and I think Instagram has even moved the tag off their platform. So you can't be immune from anything after you've had it. It's all about vaccines. Oh, sorry, should I say therapeutic treatment? Because it's not a vaccine, is it? A vaccine is when they actually take a disease that is similar to a disease that infects humans, but one that infects chickens, for argument's sake. Or even if it's not, they put it in a cycle. There's a thing they do where they grow a virus in an egg, and they grow it again and again and again, and it almost dilutes it. So the only thing that it would actually infect is a chicken, and it's also not very strong. And then they put that into a vaccine and inject you with it. And because it can't infect you because you're human, it can only infect chickens, your body sees it as a foreign body and learns from it. And that's how a vaccine actually works. And do you know how they discovered that things like this work? It's from natural immunity from, I think it was cow's pox. Is it cow? Not cow. What is it? Pox. Something pox. This woman got it, and they found that she got natural immunity because she had more immunity from it, and by how her body, immune system reacted is how they kind of near enough got the idea to make vaccines. The vaccines they're giving you now, because there's different types of vaccines. There's like a polio vaccine is completely different to a corona vaccine. And how it works, because now it's like they always put like there's different types. There's ones that are like almost like DNA sequencing ones, which they use for people like with leukemia or whatever else. They've used treatment like that before. It's like almost like a gene therapy treatment. And then you've got the ones that are just like a partial vaccine. And then you've got the ones that I just spoke about, which are a full vaccine but not for that host. You know, as far as I'm concerned, a vaccine is something you take and then you might have a booster once in your lifetime. You don't take one every year. You know, you're born with an innate immune system that can survive against certain things. And when you're younger, your body's learning very, very quickly. You know, like if you wash your hands every 5 seconds, don't lick them, and you know, stick your face in some dirt and eat a sandwich while your hands are dirty. All this bacteria is constantly going into your mouth and into your system, and from when you're little all the way up to when you're big, your body's adapting and learning. So you've got two parts of your immune system. You've got the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system, and the adaptive immune system is always learning. But you know, there was times where you'd take your child round to a party to get chicken pox if they didn't get it again. Now I know I've had COVID. Definitely had COVID. I lost my voice, I lost my taste and my smell for about 2 weeks. And when I had it, felt a bit shitty, felt a bit sicky every now and then. Didn't particularly have a cough. It didn't sit on my chest. It actually bunged up my sinuses a little bit. And I just felt, ugh. I actually done 10,000 steps. I walked around the block. Because it wouldn't show up on a test. Definitely was it. I didn't do go down the fucking chemistry lab and do it down there. I done a flow test at home, which aren't that accurate, but I was like, if a flow test didn't detect antigens, there was one test that could have done it. It was very, very slight. I just stay away from people, which is what I did. But one of the days I was sick, I actually done a whole gym workout for 2 hours in the hope that sweating and elevating my heart rate would actually help kill the virus off. And what I done is just kept eating. I didn't feel hungry, but I'd eat. Stuff a cold, starve a fever. I didn't have a fever. There was no fever. But yeah, other people around me had it and they suffered a lot more. And I think it's because I've had lots of corona-type viruses that I seem to be okay. And also I've got a bloody good immune system because I've got dirty. I don't wash my hands every 5 seconds. I'm not a clean freak like that. There's hygiene and there's hygiene. I tidy my house and clean it once a week. It's standard practice. Your toilet needs to be clean. You need to, you want to lick your fucking hands after you've taken a shit, do you really? It's not ideal. But what I mean is dirt doesn't scare me, so therefore my immune system's been subject to it. That might be why I've got a really strong immune system. I don't get sick very often. I just don't. I've had shingles. I think I might have had measles. I've had mumps. Pretty sure I've had chicken pox. I've had shingles twice. I think I've had the flu maybe once. I used to get tonsillitis every other week when I was a kid. I've had my tonsils taken out. I had a grommet put in my ear because I had a little bit of fluid in there. Other than that, there's no other medical history. It's the occasional bit of antibiotics if I get bitten by something that infects me. Or I've had bronchitis once, nearly pneumonia when I was 21. That's my own fault. Just self-inflicted, let it carry on. Got a cold, didn't deal with it. That might be what it was. Maybe nearly having pneumonia when I was 2021 saved me because it's a coronavirus, isn't it? That's maybe what it is. I also have cardio induced asthma more so, but they say it's asthma. My flow's not great, so I've got one of those brown inhalers, which is good. And I use a vaporizer for herb, and I drink the occasional beer. I'm vegan. I weight train 4 times a week. I do on average 10 to 15,000 steps every day. My body fat's about 25%. I'm not overweight. There's a lot of factors that come into play here. Everyone's on a different place. And I think the key is let everyone do what they want. If someone wants to believe all the experts and not actually, science is a theory. Science is forever changing. Science is for the open-minded. If people want to be hypnotised by the television and believe everything that the media tell them and buy my stuff, pharmaceutical people are going to make quite a bit of money. Whether there's a consensus to lower the population by the means of sterilisation or any other kind of conspiracy, who knows? We know that they are concerned about the population levels. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to do it. There are some dodgy people in the world. They could be involved, who knows? There's no actual evidence for that. But I think the key is why is everyone worrying about what everyone else is doing? Because I've never known a vaccine to completely prevent you from getting it or spreading it. Other than something like polio, but polio still does exist. This is the thing. It's just that your body deals with it. I think what people need to do is because if you've been vaccinated, you can still spread it. Okay? And if you're unvaccinated, you can spread it. And you can still get it. Both parties can get it. So surely to God, if the unvaccinated doesn't get vaccinated, that's their problem. If they die. Last time I looked, I think it might have been their problem and their responsibility and actually their life, because it's making a difference to your life because you've decided to get vaccinated. But I'm not being funny. If you're that scared of going outside because of the unvaccinated, don't go outside then. Someone being vaccinated standing next to you is no different to someone unvaccinated standing next to you. And the sooner the human race actually engage their brain and realise that that is actually the case, we might fall out of this dystopian nightmare we're in. But until then, I'm really, really struggling. I haven't watched telly. I haven't touched anything to do with that vision box. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about, they say this, they say that, experts say this. I'm sick and tired of also being lectured by, I'll be as plain as day, people who don't have good health are telling me how to live healthy. Oh, but you've got to do it to protect other vulnerable people. No, I haven't. I'll tell you what, if you took responsibility for your health because your health-induced issue is caused by you filling your face, not me, on this occasion. You can say it with loads of things. We all have different reasons as to why we do certain things. But I'm trying to take responsibility for my health. I'm healthy, I eat correctly. If I get an issue, I'll stop doing it. I won't just take a tablet and mask that symptom. Oh, my back's broken. Oh, why is that? Oh, it might be because you're 2 stone overweight and your body's got too much fat on it. That might be why. It might be because you've had a car accident. It might be because you've been doing a job that's worn it out. There's loads of reasons as to why people get issues. But if it's caused literally because you've been stuffing your face and sitting your ass for the last 10 years, whose issue is that? It's not mine, is it? Why should I then have my life stifled because you didn't take responsibility? Anyone who's actually got genuine health issues caused by not eating shit food, by not taking exercise, by not taking responsibility for themselves, I get it, right? You might feel a bit, but stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. It's got to the point now where I don't care if you wear a mask or not, do what you want. But I don't preach this shit because I don't care. It's almost like I can't sit here and just say, I can't see this. Can anyone else see this? I can't just sit by and just let it pass by because I can see it. So I'll say, look, I can see this. You're either with me or you're not. That's up to you. But why should I be shot down and spoken to like I'm some kind of cunt because I dared to question? You don't like what I'm saying? Move on. Stop trying to police me. I'm not policing you. Do you get me? So I think people just need to learn to be nice. Because if we all learn to be nice, then maybe this world will be a nicer place and we wouldn't be in this clusterfuck we're in. I don't know. Peace, love and light.